Hello everyone, Yunglink here. Just want to do before I start this video, man. Rest in peace to the great icon that we lost, man, tonight. By Prince, man. I remember listening to him growing up. Like I said, I didn't grow up in the '80s. I know he was singing in the '70s, '80s, man. He was really very talented. Someone who mastered his craft. Someone who really loved music and taught himself how to play an instrument and guitar. More about Purple Rain. Man, guy was a genius, man. And it's sadly that he's gone. Now, I was at work today. I heard about this, okay? Now, a lot of people, a lot of motherfuckers was talking about this, saying that, I heard Prince died on the radio. I'm like, Prince, the singer? So I did further research. Came to find out, man, he supposedly died of influenza. Okay, and they say he was battling it for some weeks now. Now, prior to those weeks, he was on tour. Okay, he was still on tour. He was just performing everywhere, man. He seemed like he was very healthy. I guess the doctor tried to prescribe him on drugs, like, hey, you gotta get ready for your health. You gotta kind of settle down a little bit. But Prince, he wanted to show up for the fans, and he don't want to cancel any shows. So they had a week ago. They had an emergency landing in Illinois, man, and to get him checked out. And apparently, he died in his Minnesota home tonight, and somebody's found him dead, man. So they pronounced him he was dead. And I'm thinking like this, man. A lot of people calling me a conspiracy theorist. A lot of people gonna sit up here and say, right, Yunglink, you don't know what you're talking about. You always saying it's a conspiracy with this, like you said with Bobby Christina. I'm just putting two and two together. Now, I do believe that you don't really hear too many individuals dying of influenza saying if I can see if you're like 10, 13 or 14, 15 years old, 57, man. And apparently if you guys check my Facebook, I shared a video with him chilling with Ty Lopez. And Ty Lopez, like I said, he's a well-known entrepreneur and speaker. They was in the Lakers game. He was at the Lakers game taking selfies with him. He was seeming perfectly healthy. Now you gotta think now. If you have a person that's that sick and had influenza, you want to be out in the public. You're prohibited to do that. You can't do that. You at least have a mask on. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, Prince, he tried to own, like, I think he had a dispute with Warner Brothers. Like I said, he wanted to own most of the catalog. Same thing with Michael Jackson, when he owned most of the Beatles catalog. Okay, that assassinated him, saying that his doctors he overdosed on drugs. I mean, it's like they're killing and silencing most of our truth seekers, man. It's crazy. So we live in America, a capitalistic society, a society and a country that's known for destroying the truth. Is someone who's not down with the NWO, the New World Order system, you're gonna be silenced for dead, like they did JFK. They did Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, man. They always assassinated not only our black leaders, but leaders to the for the future, for tomorrow, man. It's all to really just declassify penal again, and prohibiting us from activating our crown chakra, man, which is our highest chakra for us to connect it to the Almighty, Most High, the seventh dimension. Okay, people who was born from 1982 to 1995 are considered to be the star seed children, the star seed crystal children. I'll do a separate video about that, but I'm gonna go a little to the detail about the star seed super children. Star seed star children, crystal children are known for we supposed to really, our whole mission is to reform this broken infrastructure, to reform this broken economic system, to throw away these type of masons that's running this country, man. And they're based off of things of numerology. I mean, we were supposed to grow up, we supposed to be living in a civilization to grow our own food, living in a civilization to produce our own gas. Actually, not even our gas. Our car is supposed to be going off of water. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to, protect the ozone layer, eliminate chemtrails. That's our whole purpose, but they distract us with media, the Jewish media, the so-called Jews. They distract us with all kinds of material, man, that's here to have us operate off our lower chakras, our sacred chakra. That's why so many divorces are happening. That's why relationships are broken up. That's why they hit you with the child support system just like that, just to break you down, not only financially, mentally, but spiritually as well. Because that's why the pornography, it's so rapid right here in this country and all over the world. Is because I mean, as young folks, man, we thinking that we don't connect with people from the inside. It's all about the outside, prestigious and looks, man. And that don't mean shit to them in the inside, man. And they want us to distract us from what's really going on from these politicians, crooked ass Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, all these things that's going on behind the scenes. And what they have to do, they have to pronounce someone as dead, And like I said, it doesn't make any sense to me, how Prince should have died like that. I don't think he died from influenza. It's something deeper, man. If you check six years ago, I was at a link in the description box. He was on the Tavis Smiley show. He was actually explaining about chemtrails. Okay, now he put little hints there. I'm not saying that's probably one of the reasons why the Illuminati or the elites assassinated him. Because he was speaking out the truth. Okay, chemtrails. He said, he was like a little kid in his neighborhood. He used to thought the little squiggly lines were cool and stuff. I thought, and then he went to detail. People started fighting for no reason. So we in saying that, his incentive is saying that chemtrails, for instance, is supposed to control our whole emotions, and it's supposed to be particles coming off of the freaking planes, and man, lower our testosterone, could destroy the ozone layer. It's a lot of different shit, man. And I'm just looking at it like this, man. We in the time of Babylon, like it's prophesied in the book of Revelation. It's deep. We gotta get right with Christ. We gotta get right with nature. We gotta get right with God, man. To actually unplug from this matrix. It's real deep, man. All these celebrities that's happening, man. I mean, you look at Tupac. He was born in what, June 16th, I believe. 1 plus 6 is 7. Okay. Derek. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Prince died. He was born in June 7th. I mean, 7 is real key, and the little gentleman said to me, I'm doing some more further research that 7 is connected to the planet of Neptune, which just means God and wisdom. And they destroying these I'm sorry, something in my throat. They destroying these wisdom, man, wisdom lights, and the people that's here to reform the system, man. And it's sad, that's why it's a lot of celebrities to this day that don't want to speak out. They have little hints if they want to. They have a little conscious, but it's a sad day. It's a sad world, and it's only going to get any worse. It's going to get very worse, man. I mean, I don't trust the government. I don't trust the system. It's all designed to break, separate, and kill and destroy, man. This is Satan's prison. We just living under here. We got to ascend to the next level. And death is not supposed to be mourning, man. Death is supposed to be a celebration. The Aztecs, a lot of people used to celebrate death as a great celebration, as a feast, because they know that this plane, that this earth that we're living in, it's only temporary. But when you die, you're free. Your spirit is free. And also, too, if you do good deeds, you leave a legacy, and you ascend to the next afterlife, man. We got to live for eternally instead of just living for temporary pleasures. We got to store our treasures in heaven, man. Instead of storing our treasures on earth, something that's not going to mean anything, man. And so we got to really get right with ourselves. We got to get right spiritually. And it's sad, I know this difficult time with Prince and his family, but this is how I feel. I feel like it's more deeper than that, the influenza that he died from, man. And like I said, man, they keep assassinating our grace and the people that's warning us about what's going to really happen. Gentleman told me today, he was in the Uber. He used to work for the Federal Reserve. He works for him, and he said that the U.S. dollar is going to collapse by next year, and it's not going to be worth a dime. So what I mean is, it's going to become a time, like I said in my previous videos about demons, that we're not going to be living in our homes. We're not going to be living in our homes. It's going to be impossible. We're going to have to eventually maneuver, go outside, and get right with nature, and not accept the radio frequency identification chip, which is 666, the mark of man. If you don't get that, you will no longer buy or sell things. If you think about it too, most of our debit cards and credit cards, they already had the chip in it. It's deep, man. So the mark of the beast is really, they really fulfilling this agenda, and they're doing this right in our faces though. But at the same time, we're gonna continue to be distracted by sports, continue to be distracted by technology, continue to be distracted by pornography, lust. I mean, it's just so many things that's contradicting God's laws, man. And so we just have to get right with Jesus, get right with God, man. And ourselves, man. You read Psalms 82, one of my favorite verse. I think Psalms 82 verse 10, he said, ye are gods, children of the Most High. The book of Psalms 91. You have to read that, man. Psalms is so deep, and I understand what King David was saying when he was writing, when he was going through, when he defeated Goliath, and people wanted to destroy him, and he was the leader for Israel. All this is prophesizing, man. Jesus is coming back. Everything is prophesizing. You know, they just doing little hints right now. We have to get right spiritually, and I want my people who's watching this video, do not take this for the minimum of concern. You cannot take this for a minimum of concern. You gotta meditate, spend time with God. You know, love yourself. And continue to acquire knowledge as much as possible, man. I know it's hard. I know it can be difficult. You know, when things are bleak, but we gotta have patience like Job, man. We have to. Psalms 91:1. I think when it says that whoever dwells in the Most High will rest in the shadow with the Almighty. And that's very key. That's very key. That's real deep, man. So that's all I have to say, man. Like I said, rest in peace to Prince, man. It's sad. Another icon is lost, man. Something senseless because he's doing what God wants him to do, you know, and it's just crazy out here, man. It's gonna get way worse. But we gotta stay strong, man. You know, and not just give in to the enemy because Satan has already been destroyed when Jesus Christ shed his blood on that cross, man. Forever, his stripes, we already healed, you know. But it's your boy Yunglink in here, man. I'm out. You guys continue to subscribe, like, and comment. Rest in peace to Prince, bro. Real talk. I'm out. Deuces.